In the year 1980X, a spaceship crash lands in Kansas, carrying an alien child, Kal-El. This one event changes the course of history in this universe. While some of the details and events in this universe may be the same as the legends and tales you may be already familiar with, this is not exactly an Earth you're familiar with. This is Earth AP. Last time on Earth AP, after hitting a dead end with leads, Calendar Man 2 and the narrator give Martian Manhunters a call for some advice. Martian Manhunter points them to the Question, a hero who has near encyclopedic knowledge of the world. When they get to the Question, two things are revealed. The Question is a team of people, and Calendar Man 2 and the narrator remember different historical events happening in this universe. With their combined power, Calendar Man 2 and the narrator figure out where these inconsistencies are coming from. Vandal Savage has taken Superman back in time to when he landed on Earth. Tonight we're going to be playing Worlds in Peril by Kyle Simmons. As editor-in-chief of this game, my agenda is the following. To portray a comic book world, build the characters' lives with action and adventure, push the players to tell their stories too, and play to find out what happens. With us tonight we have Eclipse.
Hi, I'm Eclipse. I'm playing Calendar Man 2, who's going to take you back to the past to play the shitty games that suck ass.
Oh, I hate this already. And we've got Mombud with us.
Yeah, I'm ready to play Minecraft in dev.
Yep, this is it. I found a secret version of Minecraft that's all superheroes. It's great.
Sick.
Yeah. All right. So last time we were on the last episode, Narrator and Calendar Man 2 combined their powers such that they saw what was causing all these weird inconsistencies in the universe. Yeah. Calendar Man was able to see time. Narrator was able to put those strings together to kind of arrange the time into a kind of I guess like a good narrative sense. Like, okay, it starts from here, ends here. Where are all these things branching off from?
Yeah. Oh shoot. Are my bonds with the narration recovered now or no?
Not yet. We'll like play out a scene when those, because we're still not quite in a downtime zone just yet. We're still kind of in the thick of it.
All right, yeah, that makes sense.
So last scene we left off was the calendars being attached by string, branching off into new paths every so often, and they all stem from this one event, something happening in 1980X, with a Kryptonian ship crash landed on a calendar page with the three magic items that Vandal Savage stole from Calendar Man 2's dad, the wizard. A staff, a cloak, and a belt of power. So that was where we ended it. I'm assuming there was a little bit of time. We're not just picking up right from there. Where are we now? That has all happened. What's the next move from you two, and where are we?
I guess we're probably still in the questions office or whatever, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, if that's where you want to be after that, that's where we're picking up. So maybe camera pans down on all of y'all. Thanks for dehydrating me. Camera pans down onto the three of you in the questions office. The question looks at the two of you and goes, all right, I have to find the voice again. Otacon. There we go. Got it. This doesn't seem right. This is really bad, guys. What do we do?
I mean, do you know anybody who has a time machine?
Calendar Man, can you take us to the past at all? Is that a thing you can do? It's okay if you can't. I don't
think I can.
Well, I mean, I know one guy. I mean, y'all have heard of the Flash, right?
Yeah. I mean, but he's the Flash.
I know he's a bit of a bit of a goofster, but I
No,
think
the only thing he does is run fast. It's lame.
I mean, think about it. Like, if you run really fast, it means you can punch really hard. I think that's how it works, right?
Ugh.
It's not. It's also not just running fast. Like he's got a thing, got like a whole like speed energy or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess, but I'm gonna roast him if we have to talk to him.
All right, I think that's fair. I think, but he can't do that alone. He can. So I think he can run fast enough to go back in time. He's done it before, from what I understand.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, want to give him a call or something?
I'm gonna. Does my phone have his phone number?
I check. Why not? Why not? See if it's there.
Let's check. I'm gonna check my standard issue superhero phone and see if I got the phone number.
Have either of you run into the Flash before?
No.
Maybe Calendar Man like accidentally destabilized some sort of temporal thing at one point, and the Flash was involved in the situation.
Okay, so you have like a passing knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay. You maybe saw him pop through the city without days. And you're like, that's weird.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. Question looks at his phone and goes, I think I've got his number.
All right, give me it. What's the number?
He gives you his number, so now, narrator, you have the Flash's number.
All right.
Would you? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Before a question can like call him himself, I'm gonna be rude and call the Flash myself.
All right. Are you on speaker? Oh, go ahead. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm on speaker.
Eclipse, did you have something? I'm sorry. I think we interrupted.
No, I did not.
Okay. Okay. So you're calling. You call the Flash. Oh, I gotta find a voice for the Flash. I didn't really plan on this. All right. Yeah. You call a voice. You call the Flash. It rings a couple times, and he goes, "Hello, Barry Allen. What's up?
Hey, we need to go to the past."
Who is this? Hello?
Question.
Hey.
Narrator. Counterman. 2.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Yeah. All right. What's you said? Go to the past. That's not really like a taxi service or anything, but like, what's going on?
You can go to the past, right?
Yeah. I mean, I've done it before a couple times. Listen. Okay. Where are you?
I'm gonna like turn to the question.
The question says, "Hey Barry, it's the question here. We've got we're at a hideout A3J."
All right, I didn't know if you didn't want me to like dox you a question.
Question is just kind of like, I think is still kind of in shock not in shock, but just kind of like processing. So he's saying that dox joke just kind of goes over his head. He's kind of like staring off, kind of reeling with what's happened. Flash says, "All right, see you in a second," and hangs up.
How long do you think it'll probably take?
There's a knock on the door.
Oh.
And go ahead.
Should we not answer it?
You hear like the scanning noises that happened when the question took you and Calendar Man 2 in, and it opens up, and you see a guy, like tall, lanky, wearing like a running like top, like one of those sleeveless like running tops, big old yellow lightning bolt on red, It's got like not like jeans, but like jeggings almost. And big old red and yellow boots. And he looks over at y'all and goes, "Hey, Barry Allen, nice to meet you." And he sticks out his hand.
Hey, Barry, Calendar Man 2. Nice to meet you.
Awesome.
I'm a narrator.
He shakes both y'all's hands. He's like, "Okay." The door shuts behind him as he walks in. He goes, "Okay, you said we have to go back to the past. What's going on? Can you just... It's not a thing I do often unless like we have to do it. So just give me the rundown real quick."
These two, all three of us. I'm correct that you and Counterman. I'm correct. You and Cushion also want to help save Superman, right?
Yeah.
So all three of us here, we want to save Superman and we have to go to the past to say that. And I think I'm in the minority here where I want to cause some paradoxes, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Maybe no paradoxes, but okay. Y'all, so you two are the ones who found him. Okay, good. Now I'm up to speed, as they say. He kind of like winks.
Oh, like speed. Yeah, okay.
Is that you
Not
saying that, or
funny.
is that Calendar Man saying that?
That's Calendar Man saying that.
Yeah.
It's not funny.
Barry like laughs and is like, "All right, okay, so you gotta get to the past. Okay, does anyone here... do we know where we're going exactly?"
It's Calendar Man, what was it again?
1980 X.
Okay. Do we have like does anyone here have a connection to what's going on there?
I think it's my cousin, my uncle, whatever.
Hmm.
My uncle Johnny. I think he's doing it.
Okay.
Yeah, a Vandal Savage.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, I know him as Johnny.
I didn't know you were related. Interesting. All right. Okay. Any like physical object connections, anything like that?
He has my dad Wizard's staff and robe.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Got it. All right. Question, you coming with? And Question looks over, like he's kind of just shell shocked and just like, I don't think I can help. I'm more of a knowledge and like fists guy. I think
Come
the time
on.
travel. I don't.
Come on, Question. Don't you want to cause some paradoxes?
It's bad enough that you guys know things I don't. Things that have happened that I don't remember. I think I am not useful in this situation.
Yeah, sorry for giving you a crisis there.
Okay. So the Flash is like, claps his hands together. It's like, all right, well, I know what we're doing now. This should be a breeze. How do you guys handle super speed? Looking at both of you.
Never done it before, personally.
I'm pretty sure if you go too fast, I will need a vomit bag.
All right.
I tried it once and I got very sick.
Oh, okay. All right, we're gonna avoid... Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Flash stands behind you, and he puts his hands on both of your shoulders. Like, is this okay? You all comfortable?
Yeah.
You don't need any seatbelts or anything?
I got this. He says,
Okay,
all right, you
but
two.
if I'm a splat of gore on a wall, it's out of your pocket. You're gonna have to pay for that.
Sure thing. I got this. I've done this before. He holds on to you, and you feel like a warm static electricity like come off of his hands and like through not through your clothes, like through your body. It feels like it's like touching not even like you physically, but you like emotionally almost.
Yeah, Narrator, when the Flash probably puts their hand on Narrator, they probably feel very tense.
Mm-hmm. All right. Now you two relax, okay? And close your eyes. If you're not good with super speed, you're gonna need to close your eyes. All right.
Okay.
Narrator closes their eyes.
Okay. As you close your eyes, you feel wind. You don't feel yourself moving. You feel the Flash start to move. But you can't explain how. It doesn't make sense, the movements he's making. But you can feel it, you can sense it, and like through your eyes closed, it's like you can picture all of you moving together as one. And you feel that electric charge like increase a little bit on his hands. And then it all of a sudden stops. He goes, all right, I think we're good. Well, you guys can open your eyes now.
Yeah, Counterman will open his eyes.
How nauseous does Narrator feel?
How nauseous do you feel?
They're probably a bit they're probably a bit queasy.
Okay. I think if you had your eyes open, you would have been way more queasy. Like you would have. It's the Flash's super speed when he gives it to y'all is like, you know how it's like in like when people talk about like things in comics where like you're so small that like, oh, your brain can't like process the things that are happening because like light doesn't work down here. It's like that. You're moving so fast. That's the same thing. So your brain would have made you so much more nauseous. It would have been like going on a roller coaster backwards and forwards at the same time somehow.
Oh God.
It would have been bad. It would have been awful. But you both closed your eyes, so it's all good. You open your eyes, and you are now in a little like Flash hangout. If either of you have ever seen the CW Flash show, that's kind of what this looks like. There's a big track up above this like big room y'all are in, and with like ramps kind of going up there. There's a bunch of like computers and stuff around like edges of this a giant room. In the center there is a treadmill and facing a little portal area.
Gotta work out to keep those powers going.
I don't have to, but it's always good to stay in tip-top shape. But this, he lets go of your shoulders as he starts to kind of give you a little bit of a tour. This is where I this is my headquarters. This was where I do my stuff. Like just showing you all around, shows you the big track. Like I do my laps up there. And he says, but this is it. And he points to the treadmill, and you see the treadmill has like wires connected to the portal that's in front of it. And it's like, call this thing the cosmic treadmill. This is how we go back in time.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah, we got some stuff to do here, but we can do it. With three of us, we got this.
Narrator points to the track. You ever race anyone?
I've raced Superman a couple times. I'm losing the Flash voice, I realize.
Did you win?
Once.
Nice.
Remind me to race you sometime.
All right, we can do that. Best of 3 laps or so.
Yeah.
He gets over to the treadmill. He's like, all right, here's the thing. Most of this stuff is, I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm a scientist. I was a scientist before this. And he kind of like does a little like lightning around his body as he says this. And he says, so most of the way I approach stuff is through science. This is almost exactly not science. He looks over at you two and he goes, time travel's really finicky. Calendar Man, I think you probably know this better than anyone. But the thing we all need to do is have something to ground us, is what I found. So, and he like puts his hands on either side of the treadmill, and he says, "You two are gonna hold on right here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna think your hardest about where we're trying to go. Calendar Man, you said you have a physical connection to the things that are in the past. Have to think about that. Anytime you've ever touched the objects, any memories you have about them, that you got to think that that's all you can think about, nothing else." And then Narrator, same thing. You just got to do this. You said it was cousin, right?
Yeah, cousin Johnny.
If you have memories, pictures, anything, hold on to them. That's all you can think about, nothing else. Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right. Everyone know what they're. Oh, go ahead.
You said you're a scientist. What do you major in?
I don't. We can't talk. I can't dox myself like this. Come on.
You can't talk to yourself. What? I'm not asking you for your location. I'm just asking.
No, you're gonna look up my thesis. I don't want that. Look, listen. It's years ago. It doesn't matter.
I'm just trying to make sure you know your things.
This isn't okay. This isn't science. Listen. I've done this before. All right. I've had to go back to the past, and I've had to change some things because of some real rough people in my life.
Wow.
And,
so you get to commit paradoxes, but I don't?
I would say I was fixing the paradoxes that someone else did. So be on your best behavior.
All right.
But the thing is, it's this stuff is not, it's not science. It's not like I built like a flux capacitor or something. I just had to feel it out. You know?
Yeah.
So, this doesn't make sense to me, but this is how we do it, okay?
Yeah, I guess.
Anyways, it was chemistry. I was studying. I was a chemist. If you must know.
Neat.
Yeah. That's story for another time, but
Yeah, I'm a history major.
Oh, really? Are you?
Yeah.
Out of character, are you?
No, I'm not. But narrator is.
No, that's what I'm saying. Narrator is I forgot what.
Yeah, narrator. I haven't really defined what narrator's going to college for, but I think it's history.
That's really good. I like that. That makes sense.
Yeah, narrator's a history major.
Perfect. So Flash gets on the treadmill. He's like, all right, you two got your jobs. You know what to do?
Yeah.
All right.
Think very deeply about Randall Savage, right?
Flash kind of squints his eyes at you. You ain't get my chain.
No, that's who's Gunja Johnny is, apparently.
The Flash looks at Calendar Man and is like, seems like this is seeming like a maybe not a good idea.
I mean, it's the only idea we got.
I mean, I don't have to do this if you want to hire someone else.
No. We got this. We can do this. And he like shakes it off and he gets on the treadmill and he presses a button and like two little handles kind of pop out on either side. Like, all right, hold on.
All right.
Narrator like grabs on very tightly.
He says, all right, start thinking now. And you feel him start to run, and it's wild. I don't know if your eyes are open or watching him while he's doing this as he's getting up to speed, but like you can't see his feet move. Like it's almost just a blur from the waist down. And like every once in a while, it sounds like you hear like distant thunderclaps. Like it's strange that it's not here in the room with you. But little like sparks of electricity kind of bounce off of him and shoot off, and like they don't do anything, they don't do any damage, they don't. It's like almost aesthetic, almost. It just kind of happens, and you see like little lightning trails kind of come from where you think his feet should be. You can't quite see him. Yeah. Calendar Man, what are you thinking about right now?
I think Calendar Man is thinking about the one time that that wizard forgot to lock the door to his secret wizard lab in their house.
Mhm.
And Calendar Man went in and put on his robe and cape and accidentally turned their Roomba into a their automatic vacuum cleaner into oh god, what's
A cat.
no, like a big, almost sort of like a Kirby. It just like it was just like a big like monster that kept eating everything.
I was thinking
And
of Beetle at first, but I like this.
yeah, Wizard had to Sorcerer's Apprentice it and come back and like fix everything.
Oh my god. Was Wizard mad?
No. Wizard was mostly just concerned.
Okay. Do you remember Wizard saying anything like specific about that?
Mostly just not to do it again.
Okay. That makes sense. So you're thinking about that, Narrator. What about you?
Probably Darren's probably thinking about one of their last conversations they had with like Johnny or Randall Savage before they like kind of like disappeared or kind of like didn't really appear much anymore in in his life. So probably like when they're like 11 and they were having like a conversation and they were still pretty young, so they didn't really grasp what the conversation was fully about, but they could tell like Savage was like dissatisfied with something or whatever.
Yeah. So remember what he looked like at the time?
Yeah.
Will you describe it for me?
Oh shoot, what was it? What was Randall Savage with?
I can find it. I can find a Vandal Savage.
Give me a Randall Savage.
In my mind, I haven't drawn a picture of him yet. But this is image. Pop it into our chat. This is what I'm imagining. Something like that.
Yeah, something more like that, but also like not like probably like mid 200s or something close, you know.
Mid 200s.
2000s,
No,
you know what I mean?
No, I didn't know if you were like trying to be like, no, this is like early clothing, or
Yeah, this is like
they're just
like,
way looked out of time.
yeah, this is like 2000 clothing, like
Okay.
like yeah, just like that, but like 2000s clothing.
Gotcha. Vandal Savage has lived for a long time, so I did genuinely. I wasn't trying to make fun. I promise.
Don't worry. I can't say numbers. Go ahead.
You're good. Perfect. Okay. So as you both think about that, and let me know if I'm like taking too much control of this, but I like to think that like the scenes somehow like merge. Maybe it's like playing in a loop in your head, so you're keeping focus on it. But as you do, more and more details kind of bleed together. Where now it at the end of it, it is Calendar Man. How old were you when your memory takes place?
Probably like 12.
Okay.
Actually, probably younger. Let's say 7.
How old are you now?
Calendar Man, I think, is like 24.
Narrator, how old are you?
I bet Narrator's like 20, like a young adult.
Okay, I think y'all are now like the same 7 years old, but like baby mode versions of what you currently look like, if that makes sense.
Oh God.
So it's like
You see babies.
yeah, like a baby, like yeah, like 7 years old. You're both 7 years old, and you're both wearing like almost like, imagine like professional Halloween, like kids Halloween costumes for Calendar Man 2 and 4, the Narrator. Like that's what y'all are
God.
wearing. Yeah.
Hey,
But-
Flash. This is kind of creepy.
You say that and it just kind of echoes. Like you almost have no like narrative. You narrator have no narrative control here.
Oh God.
You don't. Hey narrator, can you see strings?
Oh shoot. Can I?
I'm gonna say no. I don't think you can here.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
It's a little Eternal Sunshine, huh?
Little weird. But and then when, but it's not the thing the Calendar Man did as a kid happens, but Vandal Savage comes in wearing the 2000s clothes, but speaks with with Wizard's voice to like, hey, don't try not to do this anymore.
This is weird.
Yeah.
Wow, wait, your dad? Wait, Counterman, your dad was Vandal Savage too?
No.
We're brothers?
Flash
No.
Flash says everything. You hear like the Flash's voice like echo. Everything all right in there?
I think so. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're not talking, but I can hear you.
This is creepy.
You're good. You're good though. The portal's starting to open up. Keep going. Keep thinking. Do you have any other memories that you're thinking about, either of you? When he says that, like you're out of each other's thoughts.
I think the time that God. Okay. This is gonna sound bad at first, but
Oh, no.
I mean it in a superhero way.
Okay.
The time that
Uh-oh.
Calendar Man won and Wizard fought, but not in like a there wasn't it wasn't a domestic dispute.
Yeah.
It was they fought as heroes.
Fought together or fought
Against each other.
fought against each other. Okay. All right. Narrator, what are you thinking about to try and get back to Vandal Savage?
Oh, this is probably a good idea. What? I bet Nara's probably thinking about a time when they were probably like younger, like 9 to 8. Like Vandal Savage was probably like showing narrator like telling narrator like a personal stories of history. Like they were still sugarcoating it, like telling personal stories of history of events, but like they're sugarcoating it not to make it obvious that they were there.
Okay.
And still trying to tell stories.
Perfect. These memories like loop and loop, and they like slowly kind of merge until it is Calendar Man 2, narrator, y'all, it's exactly as you're standing in the Flash's little headquarters. And you see you have the treadmill, you're holding onto the treadmill, you see the Flash running. But new to you, narrator, you see Vandal Savage fighting the Wizard in the middle of a street. And Vandal Savage is speaking with the voice of Calendar Man 1, and they're like quipping back and forth at each other and like, I don't know, referencing their relationship and stuff.
This is weird. This is creepy. I don't like this.
Flash says, no, it's okay. It's okay. We got it. Look. And you look forward and you see a portal start to open up in front of you two. And the all right. The like memory that you two have like kind of have kind of combined together starts to kind of fade away into that timeline of calendar pages that we saw last episode. And it kind of puts the portal kind of in front of the calendar page that we saw the Kryptonian ship land on with the staff, the cloak, and the power belt. And he's like, no, this is it. This is how it works. And he gets off the Flash gets off the treadmill to kind of get in front, and is like, okay, Y'all did amazing. Thank you so much. I literally could not have done this without you.
I feel uncomfortable.
What's up?
Why the hell why the hell is my cousin Calendar Man 2's dad?
Well, okay. Normally, when this happens with one person, it's just their memories kind of mushing together. You focus on something important to you, significant other, friend back home, something. You focus on the thing you're trying to get to, and they kind of mesh together. But it gets a little funky when it's more than one person.
I mean, yes, but like, I feel like I know if it wasn't Calendar Man 2's dad.
No.
Okay.
No, everything's fine. It gets a little freaky, but like time travel, it gets weird.
Hey, Josh.
Yes.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Was Lex Luthor's business around 1980X?
No, it would have happened later.
Hell yeah.
It would have been like in well, I guess maybe LexCorp existed, but it wasn't Lex Luthor's at that time. It would have been like his father's or something.
Hell yeah.
Flash stands in front of the portal. It kind of looks over at everything and sees like all the calendar pages and like the strings and everything. Like, it's different when I do it, but I think this works. I think we're good. It feels right, he says.
No. Don't pull any of those. I never pull any myself, and I don't know what happens if you do.
Pull any what?
You don't see the things?
What are you seeing, narrator?
I thought you said there are strings.
The way I'm saying strings is like not like the way you're seeing them normally, where it's like strings coming off of people and things. It's like tying them together to give them order.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's not seeing like strings. He's seeing just like the scene from before, from the ending scene from last episode.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. That's all.
Yeah.
And he just looks at the two of you and says, "All right. So we know Vandal Savage is there. I'm assuming Superman's there too, but y'all ready?"
How bad of paradoxes are we allowed?
Try not to make any, but we're gonna do what we can, okay?
Yeah, let's try and avoid that.
Flash nods. Like, all right, good.
Yeah, I'm good.
He hops through the portal, and I'm assuming you two follow.
Yeah, let's follow.
All right, as you follow, it's like a vortex of calendar pages and lightning. The flash is like yellow lightning, kind of all around, and the strings and everything kind of like goes together into like a single point. And you see nothing but darkness, and then like you blink, you feel yourselves blink, and you're in the middle of a field. You see a ship that has crash landed in the middle of this like cornfield. And then you see Vandal Savage, like kind of like you walk into almost it looks almost like one of the poses that Calendar Man 1 and the Wizard were in, or Vandal Savage as Calendar Man 1 and the Wizard were in, and they're just kind of like a little like taking a breather as before they start to do like their next superhero attacks at each other.
Hey, it's him. It's my cousin.
Vandal Savage looks over at you and goes, I gotta find a voice. Cousin. Who
Hey,
are you? This is a bad voice. I'm gonna figure it out as we go along. He just says, "Who are you?"
Shit, wait. What was the name I decided for narrator that was like the civilian voice? Civilian name.
Oh, I don't remember.
Shit. I can't. I think it was James. It's me, James. You know, like like the other. James. You got me into history.
James. I don't. And as he says that, Superman just zooms in and gives him like one like good punch to the chest, which kind of like sends it back flying. Oh,
Yeah.
thank goodness y'all are here.
Hey, I was having a conversation.
I think Superman's like breathing hard. I think we got bigger fish to fry right now, you two. Narrator, Calendar Man. I'm so glad it's you. And he like kind of falls down to a knee.
How the hell do you recognize me?
Frostbeth, remember?
What?
Frost breath.
Yeah.
You asked me about my frost breath.
Yeah, but we traveled back in time. Aren't you the old Superman? Young? You know?
No, I'm not sure what. And he's like, it gets down on two knees now. It just kind of sits there. Like, I don't know what he's here for, but took me back here for a reason. He kind of just like stares up at the sky. You start to hear rumbling of like you like hear rumbling like someone is coming out from like from a bunch of like dirt and ground and rock and stuff. And you see on the horizon is Vandal Savage is like zooming towards y'all with the cape on, the staff in a hand, and belt on as well. What do you do?
So what? Do we know what does Vandal Savage actually do?
Right now he's doing just magic things. He's like super.
Okay.
In general, he is super strong. The things that we talked about last time is that he like wants control over time, as like kind of a like one up on him being made immortal. Like in all of this time, he's kind of had a lot of time to think about that stuff, and it's like, well, if I just control time, I'll feel better about this horrible existence I'm in.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, no, sorry.
I was just gonna say, what do y'all do? He's zooming. He's coming in.
Thinking through it.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna regret this.
Oh.
But I'm gonna use my adapting the mind and body to do a job here and try to catch him before he gets to Superman.
So you're trying to catch him?
I'm assuming he's coming in to like punch Superman.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, so I'm trying to go catch him before he does that. To stop him.
Will you like describe that to me? Describe that action.
Guess like Narrator just pumps himself up and just tries to stand there and basically hopes that they don't crumple.
Okay. All right. All right, so that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is I think this is doing something that's unexpected personally.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think that's very strange. I love this so much. Calendar Man 2, what are you up to?
I actually have a question. Is this a foe or challenge that my predecessor faced?
I think so. Oh, I think that's something you get to decide.
Yeah. My thought is that the fact that he has Wizard's robe and staff implies that Wizard has some sort of history with him.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that checks out.
Cool. So I get to roll influence, and I get some cool hold stuff.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I guess like narrators basically like pumping themselves up and trying to catch their fist to block them, and just basically praying that they won't crumple.
Okay. Let's see.
Because I'm gonna guess Vandal Savage
Ooh.
is very scary with strength.
Yeah. I mean, he's not like Superman strong, but he's definitely like stronger than you would be normally, I guess.
So I rolled a 5.
Oops. I mean, you could always burn a bond. We can get you up to 7 to 9.
I could. I might actually. I'll burn a bond with the past.
Perfect. Okay, so you get to hold one. Spend one hold to recount something from your past or predecessors in order to take away an advantage or find a weak point. Recover from a minor or moderate condition, or take +1 forward.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think I want to find. Do I want to get rid of? I think I want to take. I want to take away magic from Vandal Savage.
Hell yeah. How do you do that?
I guess just with my hold, if I can.
Oh no,
if I
I'd say like,
advantage.
what is it that
Oh,
you
right,
know?
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think. I mean, it might be as simple as Calendar Man has more power over these artifacts than Vandal Savage does, and just like holds out his hand, and they like come to him.
Hell yeah. Okay. I think that totally works in that case. I think that was the thing that was making them zoom, and in doing so, it like the stuff like flies off of him. Like first it's the staff kind of like shakes and like gets out of his hand, and then the belt like pops off and starts flying towards you, and then the cape like unties itself from him, and Vandal Savage starts to drop, but they're still coming towards you, narrator. And I think this is a takedown from you, like you trying to like, or I guess no, it would be serve and protect, I think.
Oh dear, that's a serve and protect. What is that? Serve
Roll
and
plus protect.
Oh dear, that's a minus for me.
Well, I think because of this, I think roll 2, take whichever you prefer. So roll 2d6, and then take whichever of the two you think. I think that this is like a perfect opportunity, like the way that a Calendar Man has like popped these things off. Like Vandal Savage is like not prepared for this, and you are way more prepared.
Roll 2d6 2 times.
Yeah, roll 2d6 2 times, and whichever of the values you prefer, we'll take that.
I think I'll take 9.
Okay, so on a 9, when you stand in defense of someone or something when an imminent threat or danger befalls them, roll plus protect. On a 10 plus, hold 3. 7 to 9, hold 1. As long as you continue to defend, spin to hold 2. Redirect an attack to yourself. Reduce the effectiveness of an attack or condition. Reduce the level of severity for every hold spent. Open up the attacker to an ally, giving that ally a bonus to take forward against the attacker. Or create or advance a bond with the person you are protecting by 1. So you've got 1 hold. How are you wanting to kind of use it here?
I'll take the redirect and attack. No. I think I'll take redirect and attack to yourself.
Okay, cool. I think that this would have been a... Okay, I want you to narrate what you're doing here. He's like falling down towards you. What are you doing now? Like, say that you like at least get a hand on him. What's the plan?
I guess my plan here is to basically try to redirect his attack. Basically, like I guess I grab him and just basically try to make him, instead of attacking anyone, just try to make him attack the ground.
Okay, I think, excuse me, I think that works. You like basically pop him into the ground, but his momentum is too much for you to handle, which then pops you up as well.
Oh,
Like, almost like a bowling ball almost, where like you are able to like maybe like do like a little jump or something to kind of like deflect him down, but in him hitting the ground, he hits you. He just with his like uncontrolled body basically, and you kind of like, you don't like fly, but you like, I'm assuming like you're in front of Superman as this is happening,
yeah, probably.
and it like you are like, you go over him and then like fall behind, like a few feet behind. I think just because you weren't prepared for like the after effects, I want to say this is like a moderate, and I think you're just like dizzy. You're just like, anything that requires focus, you're taking a -1 on.
I feel like that's a minor, isn't it?
I guess a minor. Yeah, I guess we could do a minor. Yeah, dizzy is more minor. I think we'll just work with that. I think you're just dizzy and like a little sore, but the soreness isn't quite doing anything. The dizziness is really keeping it hard, especially with like the time travel. You are just like having a hard time focusing. Like strings look wobbly to you, which is like weird. Yeah. I don't know how like I don't know how like Warner Brothers I want to be. Like part of me is like Vandal Savage is like stuck at the ground, like feet up in the air, but I don't think that's the case. But that does seem funny.
I imagine there's probably like a crater.
Oh yeah, there's like a little crater with him in it. I think the Flash comes in with this like perfect opportunity, and like you see like a little bolt like hit him, and, like as like Vandal Savage gets up, he like gets hit by like a little bit of like a red and yellow blur, and maybe like gets knocked back a little bit, but like not by much. And Calendar Man 2, you now have the cloak, the staff, and the belt. They're like now, as all of that was happening, they've kind of wrapped themselves around you, and like one's obviously staff in your hand, belt around your waist, cloak over your shoulder pads.
Yeah. What's a cool I mean, I might just go simple. I think Calendar Man's just gonna blast Vandal Savage with calendar pages.
Oh hell yeah.
From the staff, of course.
Oh yeah. I think because the staff is like powerful, it's like going bananas. Like you've never blasted pages like this much. Not like you've never seen this many pages come out.
Page Ray.
Yeah, exactly. Page Ray. It's not just like, what was it before? It was like almost like throwing stars, right?
Yeah.
It's this like somehow like those day calendars. It's just like that, but just pouring out of the staff is like one long continuous thing. I think that's a takedown for sure. Let's see. Stats. If I remember what the stats are. Just kidding. Because that's gonna take too long for me to find that. I'm going to. Where'd it go? Is it not here? There it is. Let's see. I think that's just a straight smash, I think. And because of the, like I said, you're using the calendar, or you're using the staff, roll 2d6 twice and then take your preferred. 2d6 plus smash, take your preferred.
I'm actually, this is gonna be bad. I'm -2 because of critical, and I have a bad smash.
Ooh, what are you critical from?
Oh,
that's right.
Rebooting.
Yeah.
Focusing on not repeating. All right, so I got a 7.
All right, so let's see. On a, there he goes. On a takedown, I get to choose 2. So impose a condition, take away an advantage, force a change of location, or reduce the size of a mob by 1, which isn't quite the case here. All right, take no harm in the doing.
I just want to look at it myself. So, sometimes my oral and I mean AURAL processing is not great.
Uh-huh.
Oh wait, hang on. Which move am I looking for?
Takedown.
Take down. Take space down. There we go.
Yeah.
This is a good game. The book is really unnecessarily dense.
Yeah. I just have the special. I have the basic moves and special moves PDF open.
Okay, I don't. Actually, I mean, yeah. You know what? I will. Ooh, these are fun. Yeah, I'll impose. I'll spend 2 to impose a moderate condition.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I think it totally works. So yeah. Well, what do you think that this is doing?
I think that the calendar pages are I like the idea they're doing something a little silly.
Mm-hmm.
Which is that they're covering him in like holiday themed baubles because they're all holidays. All the calendar pages are holidays. So he's like there are like Christmas ornaments that are like stuck to him. There are like little like plastic. There's like a plastic pumpkin over his head. His leg is like covered in his like foot is stuck through a cornucopia. He's just like he's very like encumbered, I guess.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Cool. So he's like super encumbered. He's like trying to take things off, but as the like ray keeps hitting him, like more things are appearing that he's like having to take off. So he's like way too focused on that stuff. And I think that leaves another perfect opportunity for the Flash to kind of speed by. And kind of get him maybe like behind the knees or something, and like that like gets him on one knee. Narrator, well, what are you up to now?
Probably gonna. Do you think I'm close enough to like the creator to like yell at Vandal Savage?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I think that like, oh yeah, like you only like popped up, like you did a kind of big arc, which is a little scary, but you're not like far away. It was a tall arc, not a long arc. When he popped you up.
Johnny, are you sure? Absolutely sure you don't remember me?
I don't know who you are.
I'm gonna turn to Superman. Hey, can you do me a favor?
Superman takes a breath and like starts to stand up, and he's like, "Yeah, of course. I try my best."
Nair's gonna point up straight to there. Get me really up above the crater and just drop me.
Superman looks at you, looks up high, looks at you again.
Trust me.
He like, he's all right. And he scoops you up like the like how he, you know, just like the fire, not the fireman carry. What is it? What's the other carry where it's like legs in one arm, back in the other?
Yeah, I think I know what you mean.
And he flies up over. He's just like, all right, tell me when.
Now.
All right, drop. What's going on?
All right, I'm gonna do a push here.
Oh,
I'm gonna do a push here and say I'm gonna use this momentum to do a very hard punch against him.
oh yeah, okay. Yeah, that's not something you would normally do.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, this is not.
It's gonna be messy, yeah.
I agree. So what's the power here you're trying to like manifest, I guess?
Yeah, I guess momentum strength, like get enough speed, it enhances your strength.
Okay, cool. What do you think this is? Simple, difficult, borderline?
Probably borderline.
Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, because this is like a real power. Like that's the thing, is that like you don't normally have powers.
Yeah, I'm just a normal boy.
But like you can if it's useful.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You are just rolling 2d6. There's no stat here.
Yeah, 2d6.
Hmm?
Oh god, let's see it. Come on.
Oh, you know what? I think
Oh,
the Superman help is gonna give you the same thing. So 2d6 twice. Take your preferred thing. Take your preferred results.
I'll take 8. So that's a 7 to 9. So I can do it, but I get an ugly choice. Oh hell yes.
Oh hell. Okay. Choice or hard bargain in order to do so. You also take a minor. You're taking a critical condition, and you don't
Yeah.
get to add it to your or profile sheet. Okay. Oh boy. I gotta think of. You're falling.
Yeah, I'm falling.
You're just falling.
Oh god.
All right. Oh goodness gracious. Okay, I'm trying to think. What could you? What's the ugly choice here? Hard bargain.
I mean, I'm
Oh,
probably gonna break a few bones.
I got it. Okay, you're gonna get hurt no matter what.
Yeah.
Um, here's the thing. Uh, you can either. Oh, okay. This. You feel strings pop off of you when you do this.
Oh.
So I think it's the same thing that happened before, where like time is stopped a little bit for you. You see like the Flash getting ready to kind of like react to whatever's going on. I think Calendar Man 2 is still like blasting. Superman is just up in the air. Maybe it's like you're seeing this all from like the third person, and you're seeing like you see like a string pop, and you know that should not be happening to you. You know that that's not a good thing.
Yeah.
If you can take 2 critical instead of the 1, or take okay, so you're gonna either take 2 critical, right, and everything's fine powers wise, or you can take 1 critical, and it is going you're gonna have less control of your powers. Everything you do is a push now. Like something has rearranged the strings from this.
Oh.
Like it's like they're there. You can still see them, but like the way that you like use them to your advantage is different. It doesn't feel right. Something is wrong here because of how you tried to push it this time.
Oh dear. What would that entail if everything was a push?
We're gonna roll anytime you need to use your powers until we get this figured out.
I really like that. That sounds like a very good like story thing to explore.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm fine taking 2 critical, but I really like the idea of exploring that story wise.
Hell yeah.
So I'm gonna take that.
Okay, cool. So that's what the critical is your connection to your powers is like completely messed up. So you're taking a -1. I'm saying you're going to take a -1 on anything that uses your powers as opposed to a 1 for everything. I know that's what critical says on the sheet, but I think that this makes more narrative sense. And it happens, you get a big punch on him. Like you feel almost like the strings like kind of almost like gather around your fist as you're like coming down for that smack. And then when that connects, you feel your connection to the strings mess up.
Oh.
I like to think that like they were maybe like fishing line before. I don't know if that's how you were imagining it.
Yeah, that's what I was imagining.
They're like some of them are yarn now. Some of them are just thread. Some of them look like silly straws. It's like it doesn't feel right. You can't. I don't know if you were ever able to like with your powers kind of like touch on them a little bit. Not like physically, but like in this kind of like slowed down time thing when you're like really using those powers. But like you can't. You're like pass through them when you try to touch them. It doesn't like the thing you focus on to make that power happen doesn't work on all the strings anymore.
Oh.
So like anytime you're doing your power stuff, you're gonna have to find one you can touch or like call upon and work with.
I'm gonna have to figure out how to fix this, huh?
It's gonna be a fun one to fix.
Yeah.
And I think you like it looks cool though. Like Calendar Man, Superman, and Flash see you do this like cool superhero thing, and then you give a big punch. Maybe I like that there's another pumpkin on it on Vandal Savage's head when this happens too, and like cracks open. And like creates this like really cool slow-mo effect of like the pumpkin shattering and everything. And like Vandal Savage is like dizzy. He's like does not know where he is for a few moments. And I think that you kind of do like Narrator. I think you do like a cool like superhero roll out of the way, like kind of almost like roll into a 3-point superhero landing, and then you process like the thing that's wrong with your powers.
I think I messed up.
Vandal Savage is like kind of rocked now. He's like on 2 knees, trying to get like and getting back up though. If anyone has something else they'd like to try out.
I am realizing a way that I could presumably prevent myself from having to deal with to deal with this condition anymore.
Oh,
I could reboot.
yeah, that's all on you.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think of. Yeah. I feel like the idea that I have is pretty fun for it. So
yeah,
I'll go for it.
Where's the reboot move? Could you remind me?
It's dead for now. So it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
So my legacy has like no other. So actually, first I'd have to do something to distinguish myself from my predecessor that no one saw coming, then say what I did and how it's different, and then I would be able to burn a bomb of the past in order to initiate an immediate effect from the dead for now move to retcon my character and be born anew.
Hell yeah. Okay.
So, trying to think of like what Calendar Man would do here that would cause this.
Also, if I may make a suggestion, it could also be something that's different from the wizard as well, since that is also part of your legacy.
Yeah. I like the idea of I'm tempted towards the idea of Calendar Man like seeing Vandal Savage in the state and like wanting to look forward and see like if I guess I don't really have future sight. But I mean maybe that's the not necessarily the unexpected thing, but seeing the cycle, like through seeing the cycle, trying to understand what's going to happen with this dude in the future, and like if we can just keep him like this.
Hell yeah, I think that works. I want. Will you? I guess narrate what's going on then and how this all presents itself.
Yeah, I think Calendar Man approaches Vandal Savage, like doesn't get too close to him and just like holds up the staff and like carves like a sigil of like a Gregorian calendar into the air, um, and he like I think it's very like I think he's like turning the gears of this calendar, and it's like uh I think there are like illusions like that are clearly illusory of like transparent like future versions of Vandal Savage, and it's just like he's like this for like not like this forever, but like he goes through like a million generations in this state.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, alive. um, and and then I think Calendar Man like steps away for a second, and like he gets this feeling that he wants to see for himself. Um, and I like the idea for now. He just like he walks through this like sigil of a calendar and like vanishes.
Oh, just gone.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Uh, hell yeah. Okay, that happens. I think so. What? You're just off screen for now. I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect. I think that like that provided a weird bit of like cover for Superman coming in and just like shoulder tackling him in the chest and keeping him down. Now that like the magic is gone, like the magic you took because you were wearing everything, that's gone with you. So the magic's kind of far away. So Superman is now like maybe not at 100%, but definitely able to pin down Vandal Savage. And Superman is holding down Vandal Savage, and Vandal's like out of it. Like this is like not like it's like working on instinct. Like he's like what is it called? Like when you're like out on your feet, if that makes sense. Even though he's like pinned down, he's like trying to escape, but like you could like you could look into his eyes if you were there, and there's just nothing going on. And so Superman's got him pinned down, and then I guess the narrator, you see like Flash appear again. I kind of like come to like a sudden skid stop. Everyone and they both look around, like where'd Calendar Man go? He was just here.
You're like shrugs. Probably went like to cause some paradoxes. I
Oh,
guess.
that's not good. Let's see. I think narrator, what are you doing now? That
They're probably like rubbing their head because they're still dizzy and also kind of worried about some of those strings popping.
Mm-hmm. All right. I think Superman like gets up, and like has like a weird like, yeah, you know how like in the in like superhero cartoons they have those like weird like full like like not even handcuffs are like from the fist all the way up to like the forearm.
Yeah.
I think that like he like slaps some of those on Vandal Savage just so that he doesn't have to like worry about him anymore, and just like kind of keeps and like props him up so he's like sitting against the spaceship. And Superman goes, "Oh, I think we did it, but where's Calendar Man? That's not. That can't be good."
Hey, before I don't know where Calendar Man is, but I need to ask. What year is it?
Oh,
Like to you?
it's 1980, and like he says something, but you can't hear it.
Like and you've never been to the future, right?
No. I'm from the future.
Dang it! I thought you were the past Superman. I wanted. Oh.
No, that's me in there, and he points to the past me is in there, and he points to the spaceship.
Wow, can't paradoxes. You're just a baby in there.
Yeah. I'm not gonna remember any of this, I don't think, and If my timing's right, I don't think I get picked up by my folks for another who knows how long. Calendar Man 2.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well,
Uh
I I think calendar. I mean, I don't think we can necessarily play through all. I mean, I'll just say, like, in terms of the Dead for Now thing that I want to take here.
mhm.
Um, I don't know if it's an alternative timeline or reality, or if it's like something different. Like, hmm.
Yeah.
The idea of you're not who you thought you were is really interesting to me, but also I feel like having Calendar Man be who he is important to the
Yeah.
character.
Yeah.
Um, I I like I like coming back having manifested previously unknown power. Um,
Perfect.
and that being what the thing that I drew today is reflective of.
Okay, cool.
Um, and I think that power is sword.
His sword. Hell yeah.
Or maybe not. Maybe it's what could it be that would be, maybe it's perfect knowledge of the future, but I mean that's not necessarily perfect knowledge of a future.
Yeah, perfect knowledge of a future. I think totally works as a power.
Yeah, so maybe it's like a difficult or borderline.
I would say yeah, that makes sense. I think like difficult.
Cool.
Yeah, because it's not minor, but I don't think it's borderline because like I think that the way you are, like the way like Calendar Man powers, Calendar Man 2 powers exist in general, like I think that it's more of like almost like a cross-referencing type of thing.
Yeah. Can I also pick a complication that's bad?
Hell yeah.
Um, I want to have brought. Well, I don't necessarily want to have brought trouble with me. I more want to be like. I want it to be like I made someone aware of me who's gonna come back and try and kick my ass.
Hell yeah. Okay. I think so that's that helps me frame what I want to do next. Perfect. Um where are you exactly? I've got actually here. I'm going to say something in chat and I want to see if this is okay.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Yeah. Can you explain what that is? Oh. Uh.
Like you're waiting.
Yeah. I think that's fun.
Okay. I think okay, so here's what happens. So I think uh Flash is like a little worried that they can't find you. Um Narrator, I think you see there's like been a string between you and Calendar Man too, and like the string's not gone, but it is pointing in the direction of where the portal Back to the Future is, or Back to the Present, I guess.
Point the Flash to the portal. Hey, go in there.
Okay. Is like, what do you mean?
Ugh. Nerd walks to the portal and goes in.
Okay. I think you don't see this, but like on in it on screen, Superman like pats Flash on the shoulder and is like, "That's good. I think Narrator knows where Calendar Man is," and they follow you in. And you are back in the timeline, like the little like calendar timeline of everything, and those branching paths and everything are gone. They've like, oh, okay, here we go. They they're kind of like loose, or no, they're still there, but they're like slowly kind of fading forward and out. And everything seems to be kind of like getting in order from where it was. It was very like disjointed before in this little area. And you see before you, Calorman 2, would you like to describe who they see before them?
Yeah. I do actually really. I think I might go with King Calendar as a name because it's really fun.
Hell yeah.
So this is no longer Calendar Man 2, now King Calendar, who I feel like the most notable trait about them is that they are their entire lower body is missing and replaced with cool robot legs. Um, he is wearing a red robe. Um, he has sort of like a skirt of torn red fabric around his waist. He's wearing one calendar page shoulder pad that says 0 and another that says infinity. Um, he has a Gregorian calendar in silver. That's sort of this like mechanism that's operating like across his chest, which is exposed. And he has longer hair. He's wearing like a bejeweled diadem, and there's a holographic uh, ring of like months that's rolling across his eyes, which are not particularly visible. Oh, also, he has a sword that's like a big hour pointer thing on a clock.
Hell yeah. That's what you see. You see King Calendar before you in this little area.
Is Calorman 1?
No, it's I used to be Calendar Man 2. It's King Calendar now. I wanted to see what happened next.
Why not follow the name brand? Why not Calorman 3?
Well, I'm the same guy. It's just a new name.
Yeah, so follow the brand. Calendar Man 3. Like, who's going to be Calendar Man 3 now since you're Calendar Man King Calendar?
Well, Calendar Man 3 is in that I guess that timeline of 40XX, but I don't know when I'll be going back there.
When you say that, the like line of calendars is now in perfect parallel. It's stopped being attached here at this point in time where Vandal Savage went to. It is now just kind of in perfect parallel.
Huh. I wanted to see if Vandal would keep doing things, and it seems like it only got worse. But I guess I'll trust him in the league's hands for now.
Yeah. Superman says, "Yeah, I think we got him. I mean, look, he's knocked out cold. It's like over his shoulders."
Do make sure he has visitation rights. I do want to visit him sometimes.
Yeah, it's fine. We got a place. It's good. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I mean, listen. At the end of the day, the rebels did beat the Savage Imperium, but I don't know.
I've never watched Star Wars, Calorman. I'm sorry.
I'm talking about the future, but sure. Well, a future. Honestly, it probably won't happen now that I mentioned it.
No,
You do see a couple of timelines go parallel, but then you start to see them all go parallel.
I probably shouldn't have done this.
Yeah, we do things a lot. Since you did this, can I get one free paradox?
I don't think that would help with what I did.
I just want to persuade someone to invest in LexCorp. Like,
Why?
I just think it'd be funny. I don't know.
I feel like that would make things a lot worse.
What if it convinces Lex Luthor not to be bad?
Do you think having more money in LexCorp would make Lex Luthor be bad?
I don't know.
That's like when people argue that we shouldn't fund healthcare because it's ineffective.
What would be a funny paradox to do?
I don't think there are any funny paradoxes.
Flash looks like, yeah, like I've had to stop a few. It's not great.
Oh yeah, someone is coming after me, by the way. So that's good.
Superman's like kind of just shrugs and is like, yeah, I think we got him. I think
I'm
I think we'll
gonna
be able to handle him, no matter who it is.
I'm gonna turn to Superman.
Mhm.
Hey, since I kind of saved your hide back there, I'm gonna ask you a favor. What's the best doctor you know?
Best stop. I mean, got those. We got those league hospitals. You know.
No, I need to know the best doctor because I probably seriously messed myself up.
Well, what do you mean?
I probably goofed up real bad back there.
Uh, Superman like tilts his head and like, what? Narrator, what's up?
Yeah, I probably goofed up my powers real bad.
Hmm. The man looks at you and oh jeez, what's the name of that character? I can't remember their name. Uh, uh what's his name? Oh, I got an idea. uh, yeah, I know a doctor. And he puts a puts a name and number in your phone, and it's Doctor Fate.
Hell yeah.
Well, he'll help you out. He works with Star Labs with some of the more you know, sillier folk like us. And he like points to all of us.
Oh yeah, Keller Man. Who's the person chasing you?
I don't know, Josh. Do you want me to come up with something, or do you have something?
That's up to you. If you have something in mind, we don't have to name it now. We don't have to do anything yet if you don't want to. But if you have an idea, go for it. Call your shot.
I really like the idea of it being like future cyber Etrigan
Oh hell yeah! Okay.
and an army of cyber demons or something. Not
Yeah.
army, but waves of cyber demons. So I think King Calendar will say, "Have you ever heard of a demon named Etrigan? Etrigan, Etric. I don't remember the A. It's the hard or soft.
Sorry, I never read the Bible.
Yeah, fair. He's like a big red guy, and I guess he also has some robot parts now. Well, not now, but in uh a 3000. Well, sorry, a 2000 years from now. Not this one, apparently. Um, yeah, he's not happy with me. I kind of listen. You you go on enough wild sci fantasy adventures in the future, you wind up hooking up with some demon woman, and he was not particularly happy about the what I did with his wife.
Uh huh. How am I in the future?
I think he did pretty well in that future.
How many planets did I blow up?
None, I don't think.
I don't think that's doing too well. I feel like me doing well. It means I get pretty powerful.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I probably shouldn't have told you that.
As you say that, everyone else begins to fade back to the present day. Calendar Man, you're still here in this calendar timeline. What was the exact date that Kal-El landed on Earth?
Wasn't it 1980X?
Oh, is it? I'm asking you
Oh.
what date it is.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. What's the most peace and justice day that you could possibly have? Um, let's say what about Christmas? December 25th.
December 25th. What was it 19 1980X, was it a specific year?
I think it was 84.
84. Okay. I think you say that date out loud. And the calendar page reflects that. And it locks it locks up to the present, everything in place. Everything else is parallel to other pages. And what day was it when we all left? Like day and date, I guess.
I guess it was after what's Arbor Day again? It was like February something, so
Yeah.
maybe we were in like March 1st.
March 1st, what year?
20XX. 20XX.
Okay. Do you want it to keep it 20XX?
We could say it's like 20. How about 2030?
Oh, it's 2030. Okay.
I mean, it could be.
Okay. No, it's up to you.
I feel like that's fun because it implies some stuff has happened.
Mm-hmm. All right, cool. So, wait, what time did we leave? Okay. Now I have. Okay. Let me re-ask this. What was the date that we left?
2030.
Okay, so
March 1st.
Okay, March 1st, 2030 was when we left. So everything up to this, so everything in the present has been taking place in 2030, correct?
Yes.
Okay. What was the date that Superman landed again?
December 25th, 1984.
Perfect. When you come back, you hear some slight narration that says, December 25th, 1984, a spaceship crash lands in Kansas carrying an alien child, Kal-El. This one event changes the course of history in this universe. While some of the details and events in this universe may be the same as the legends and the tales you may already be familiar with, this is not exactly an Earth you're familiar with. This is Earth AP. And you materialize back. With everyone. Like a split second. It seems like nothing to them, but it was a few moments for you.
Yeah. Did I get a sense if, like, the future that I spent, like, I imagine Calendar Man's probably like 26 now. Like, Calendar Man probably spent a good like 2 years in 40XX.
Okay. Yeah.
So like, does Calendar Man have a sense of like if that time has been deleted?
No. None of the times have been deleted. They still exist.
Cool.
Yeah. They're just now in parallel. So when Vandal Savage was going back, him being there was creating all these weird timelines where things different happened.
Gotcha.
Every punch that like landed and incapacitated Superman would have like caused an issue, and a different timeline would have popped off from there, and so on and so on. But when you brought him back, everything kind of realigned, and you coming back as well set everything kind of not in stone necessarily, because stuff can move around in there. Who knows what's going on in there? But you're not disconnected from it, but it feels more distant than it did before.
Yeah.
And now you're back here. You're back in the Flash's little headquarters. Superman's got Vandal Savage over his shoulders. The Flash stops the treadmill. The portal closes down. Job well done. Y'all have him. You stopped. Superman's back. We're back to the present of 2030, March 1st, 2030. It's it. The success. I think Superman looks over at y'all and goes, I couldn't have done this without you two. I appreciate y'all more than words could explain. That magic stuff really gets me. I can't really hold my own on those, so I'm glad. I knew it would be you two, and I'm really glad for it.
Magic gets you, huh?
Mm-hmm. Like, no, it's like kind of with a smile. I mean, that gets me too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, kryptonite and magic. Those are the two.
So no three, no three.
He like thinks. Not that I can think of.
All right, I'll be remembering that. I'll be remembering that.
If Superman has too much exposure to the sun, he eventually dies. Well, he'll enter the sun and work at solar mechanics. At least that's what happened in that timeline.
Is
Uh,
this true? Is this true, Superman? If you get exposed to the sun too much?
Superman thinks and is like, that makes sense. I mean, that sounds like something I would do.
You can test it.
I might give it a shot. And some things. I got some Star Labs connections. We might be able to figure something out.
Yeah, it was funny. There's a whole. He used like a gravity gun. It's a whole thing. You like Lex Luthor saw what you saw, anyways. That probably won't happen now.
Wait, shoot, Superman.
Wait, did you guys meet Lex? That asshole.
You guys are a piece of shit.
God.
Hey, you're gonna give me an autograph.
Well, that's fine.
Superman,
Yeah.
do you still have the blue suit?
Oh yeah, I do have the blue suit.
I swear to God, please give that to me. You literally never wear it.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been. Yeah, that was a weird period of time. I mean, I guess that did happen because I flew really close to the sun that one time. He's like thinking about it. It's like, yeah, I think I can get you the suit.
Hell yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't need it anymore. I'm no longer electricity or whatever was going on with. I still don't quite understand what that was all about, but glad it's not there anymore. I like this. I like being me. And he just like smiles.
Hell yeah. Turn it into a cape.
What about a cape?
I'm gonna turn your suit. I'm gonna turn that old suit into a cape.
Oh, all right. I mean, do what you want with it. He just smiles. The Flash like fidgets with some of the stuff on the treadmill. You see like a little screen. Everything is glowing green. And he like turns to y'all and it's like, yeah, everything seems great over here. Like I'm not seeing any issues. I'm not seeing anything. I think we're good. I think we're I mean, well, okay. King Calendar?
Yeah.
It's gonna I think we should probably check you both out with Star Labs, maybe. Just,
I mean,
we don't, just in general. I know that, Narrator, you were saying stuff with your powers and King Calendar, excuse me. I don't know. It's a big change.
yeah. What was the guy Superman recommended we check out? Was it Doctor Doom? Dr.
Fate, but we should probably get you to Star Labs first and then Dr. Fate for you.
Yeah, I did eat some Tamaranian slop worms, so should probably make sure those aren't still in there.
Are you just gonna keep referencing Star Wars, Calendar Man?
Starfire is on Earth right now. What are you talking about?
What the hell is a Starfire?
I'm Starfire is on Earth. I'm gonna say Starfire's on Earth. Narrator doesn't know who Starfire is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless Narrator, you would like there to not be Starfire on Earth, and that's just a funny thing we can one funny thing we don't know.
No, this is something I established about Narrator. They aren't that exposed to superhero culture.
Yeah. That's good. I think that's it. I don't really know how to end an adventure like this. Is there any like downtime stuff? Like, we're done with getting Superman back. We know that there is an imminent threat of some sort. King Calendar. I have to make a new logo, which is gonna be very fun. What do y'all do? Let's say we've got like, if this was like the end of an episode or something, this is like just some slight downtime before credits roll.
Well, we actually have a fit and move, which is a downtime move if we want to use that.
Sure, I think we can do that. Let me find it. I know where it is. I forget that it exists.
I don't know if King Calendar can really go back to normal life, but I think King Calendar can try and maintain the relationships that he has.
Yeah, absolutely.
To be clear, King Calendar is not a monarch. It's like a Star Lord style name. It's just a cool space pirate name.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'd say King Calendar. What do you want to do? Like I said, kind of like imagine this is like the last like minute or so of like a cartoon or something, like like before we're about to start wrapping up and head to credits.
I think Calendar Man wants to. King Calendar wants to go make sure that Wizard is okay.
Okay. Um, why don't you take us through that?
Yeah.
I can play Wizard for you if you'd like.
Yeah, I think man. I think Calendar Man needs to like get in touch with Lex Luthor, or King Calendar needs to get in touch with Lex Luthor and like get access to the like hospital in the like Injustice League's like space station
Okay.
or whatever. Um or whatever you think they have, whatever sort of
I
or their volcano base or something.
I like to I like to think it's that I think it's Super Friends where they had like the weird like head thing in a swamp.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
I think, and I think that you just know where that is. I don't even think because it's like they're very flourishy. Like I think the league is less like maybe they have like a Super Friends style like place that is like maybe like more open to the public of like, hey, we need to have like good PR relations with like just regular people, right? So that they're like not afraid of us being like very powerful beings trying to help out. Um but like for the most part it's like other stuff like the questions like secret hideouts. It's like that's the place that's not where they're doing league business, whereas I like to imagine that like the Injustice type leagues are like very open and like cartoonish about where they're putting their stuff.
Yeah, like King Calendar, like he's let in, uh, and like Killer Croc like growls at him, and like normally if something like that happened, Calendar Man 2 would just like keep walking, but like King Calendar growls back at him.
Oh, I think like
And
that.
then
I think that like is very off-putting to him.
yeah, and then he makes his way up to like the like one of the middle floors and goes to like their little evil black and red like neon hospital.
Hell yeah.
Um, and he finds his dad, um, who I assume maybe has like a broken leg or something.
Mhm.
Um, I don't feel like you can characterize this, but however you want.
Mhm.
I do feel like Wizard's being a bit of a whiny patient though.
Oh, he's like, the food's just terrible. That's the voice I imagine Wizard has.
Hell yeah. Should I roll first just so we can?
Yeah.
Cool. So it's roll plus bonds. It'll be just nothing.
Okay.
5. Oof. I don't want to burn something to get a bond. Maybe I should. Actually, no, I can.
Yeah.
So that's just a fail.
That's just a fail. So no conditions uh are dealt with in this scene, but maybe some danger.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, how is this playing out? But he's like I think he's like complaining about the food. Like the pudding was bad today.
Yeah, I feel like that King Calendar like tries to. I feel like the reason why this is a failure is because King Calendar isn't like, I'm so sorry you got injured. It's like, why are you still interacting with these fuckers? And Wizard doesn't want to hear that. Um, like Wizard wants to hear like, man, that Vandal Savage guy is a real asshole, but like, uh, your other friends are great, but King Calendar's just like, why are you still working with Lex Luthor? Why, why are you still working with what's the name of the cheetah? Why are you still working with Ares, the god of war? Like, Why are you still trying to be friends with Darkseid?
uh, you wouldn't understand. You wouldn't get it. You've never understood. And he just like is being very huffy about this whole thing. Just like the more you like dig in, the more he cocoons himself. Like you can feel those walls coming up.
Yeah, and I think Calendar Man leaves with like a you got to get real about the shit that you do to people. Then just like leaves and closes the door.
Perfect. I like that. Narrator.
I guess important question with the sudden connections that Narrator has with like this phone. Would they have like access to like Star Labs or the Hall of Justice?
Sure. I think that like like I said before, I think the Hall of Justice is more of like a public facing place, like just like a not like to keep up appearances because that sounds more sinister than it is, but just more of like a, you know, you need a place to go where people can like just talk to like heroes and stuff, and like they may not always be there, but like someone's there, someone's hanging out.
Yeah, I think Narrator's probably gonna go like to like a private library and like Star Labs and start doing research on history to like build up a bond with the narration again.
Okay. Yeah, let's roll plus bond.
That's a 6, gee.
Jeepers. All right. No, neither of you have gotten anything. All right. Yeah, tell me what you're like. What are you looking through first, I guess?
I guess just history books, like his books about history, events, and events that have happened in the past.
Sure. What's like I think maybe I'm misreading how the narrator is as a character, but I feel like the narrator would have like some like a handful of like favorite events in history that they want to like as like touchstones almost. What are some of those?
I think the Bronze Age collapse, of course.
I like for a second I thought you meant like comic books Bronze Age. Not
Yeah, no, I meant like the real Bronze Age. What
yeah.
are some comic book historical moments that could probably fit into this?
Sure. You mean you were talking about like the death of Superman before? I get we were talking about Blue Superman a while ago.
Yeah, probably stuff like that as well.
Eclipse. I'm sorry. Calendar Man brought up, or King Calendar brought up. What was it? Black Lanterns. You know, you can go through maybe some of those things.
Yeah.
What are you seeing when you go through them?
What do you? I feel like narrator would probably still see some inconsistencies there.
Yeah, I think so. The way you remember Death of Superman, was that there was a weird there was a like a Kryptonian monster named Doomsday, like 3 times the size of Superman, bulky, huge. You know how sometimes in like comics when people like make like a bad like make like a random enemy like or in video games I guess as well, like they make a random bad guy like look worse by like having their bones stick out all like mutatedly. That's kind of what he looks like, but with like weird like crystally shard type things. It's very strange. He looks very strange. I remember him being the person who killed Superman. He took out the League piece by piece, and there was like a hours and hours long battle between the two of them throughout most of Metropolis. And Superman did put down Doomsday, but it used effectively all of his power to do so. What you read in your book though, or in this Hall of Justice book and library, is that it wasn't Doomsday that did that. It was Darkseid. A boom tube appeared, and it was the first appearance of Darkseid on Earth, and it was almost the exact same though. Darkseid slowly picks off most of the League, throughout all of this until eventually it's a big showdown with Superman up and down Metropolis. and Superman doesn't like put down Darkseid for good, but he takes care of him for the moment. Boom 2's off, and Superman did die at that point. So that's the big difference there.
Yeah.
So there are still a handful of things that you remember differently, and of course, I think that when you see this stuff or when you read about this stuff, you can like see those strings, if that makes like see the strings and like the narrative flow back to it almost. Like you can't see the event, but like you can tell that that's where the strings point to. And the ones you like see two of them in parallel. One is your silly string. Like I'm actually, you know what, silly string is very funny. Like silly string out of a can wrapped around like the fishing line string around that event.
Rule. Yeah.
Any other I think at that point I think we're good to call it for the night. Any other like little scenes or little bits you want to do right before we end the episode, I guess?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so.
All right. And I think with that then, so you see that and you're just kind of like puzzled, and I think that's where we've like fade to black. End of episode.
Excellent.
Yeah. Thank you two for hanging out with me and playing this game.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Eclipse, do you have things to plug?
I still need to get some of the stuff for it together, but tomorrow I'm going to be doing a one-shot with chat of Third Empire. I'm not sure how it'll go, but it should be fun.
Oh, that's going to be really cool.
Clips, do you play TTRPGs?
Sometimes, yeah. And also tomorrow, on Friday, Bun and I are doing Divinity Original Sin 2.
Wait,
Oh,
we
yeah.
played Divinity Original Sin 2 together?
Yeah.
Damn. I thought y'all only played Minecraft.
Yeah, we play Minecraft.
Mom Bun, do you have anything to plug?
Not really, except that Divinity Original Sin thing.
Hell yeah. I'm excited to watch both of those. I have been Implausibly Josh. This has been Implausibly Average. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us as we play through Worlds in Peril. Tomorrow is Dragon's Dogma. And then I think on YouTube I have videos going up, but I don't remember, to be entirely honest. You can find our YouTube by searching Implausibly Average. We don't have a vanity URL on YouTube yet, so we don't have enough subscribers.
Subscribe to Josh.
Please subscribe to me, my family. they need the subs.
Jigsaw has Josh locked up into a funny little trap, and if you don't subscribe to Josh, Jigsaw won't release Josh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Jigsaw's like, hey, you want to play a game? Is that what Jigsaw says?
Yeah, that's what he says.
I've never seen a Saw. I'm not doing a bit. I've never seen a Saw. I just know Jigsaw quotes on Twitter.
We should do it.
You want to do something fun?
We should do a funny and watch Jigsaw live on stream and get you DMCA'd.
Also, like, scared because I can't handle stuff like that very well, so that's gonna be really fun.
Yeah.
Thanks again for playing with me, both of y'all.
Yeah,
it's been
of
very
course.
fun.
Yeah.
I think with that, we are good to end the stream. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Night.